because we fight, this is the only opportunity for many years that we're giving a platform where people of different ethnicities, people of different religion, people of different ideology sit down and bang table and say this is what we want, right? So that is what we want to build. I'm sure only through that we can move ahead. So my challenge is, let's not be afraid of arguing. Let's not be afraid of having differences and even fight among each other. So I think that is one way to move ahead. But I also think that as citizens, we also have power to ourselves. I'm sure people like Khairy and many other people in Barisan Nasional realize that we need a party for all Malaysians. But if you tell a tennis player who wins 7-time championship, who win every time he wears yellow, even the yellowness of the t-shirt has nothing to do with the winning. Now you tell them, why don't you try to put on a red shirt and go to the field? They won't change. They would refuse. Because what if they lose? So if we want UMNO, and I think UMNO has the potential to become a party for all Malaysia, then they have to lose. They have to go to become an opposition. Like Taiwan's KMT, like Goka in Indonesia. Once they become oppositions, then they will have to learn the trick why the other side win. Then there's opportunities. For the hard path that we need all the ruling party to go through is to make them lose. Then they'll come back, maybe stronger, maybe better, and I'm very sure that UMNO will play a better role in check and balance on Pakatan because they know how all the tricks of corruptions and are written. And they will know if Pakatan tries, they will take us very quickly. But if Pakatans fail to perform, there's only 5 years. We endure them for 5 years, we bring back UMNO, a much better UMNO. But UMNO that has been reformed because they have to stand outside and give leaflets now. Cannot instruct the student members to go out the work for them. They have to do it hard way. So, and I think that is good for everybody. So, finally, I'd like to see whether it's a visions for the PM or visions for whoever. It should not stay as a rhetoric. It has to be implemented. But the implementation today has touched on so many vested interest groups that in the establishment, and they're not going to give up. And people ask me why we are facing so much problem, we are facing so much attack. Surely we will face so much attack because we are going to drive someone unemployed. They will lose their bungalow. They will lose their opportunity to go to Disneyland on state fund. And others, we lose, we come back again, and we have lost so many times, and we go on with our profession, go on with our work, just be a whinging opposition, whinging NGO activist, there's no problem. But somehow, if you're going to drive someone unemployed, not only Kampung Bawapala, the 23 families who fight for some zinc roof and wooden hut, but they are defending their big bungalows, their big cars, and their free holidays. So they'll fight very hard. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy, and we all have to do our part to make sure both UMNO and Pakatan are reformed to suit the needs of the people. Thank you very much.
Okay, last set of answers. I'm just going to take 2 questions. The first question from the lady who was standing up just now. No Azam Tusan versus Khairy. So, which one is which? I just want to let you know that in each political party, there are people who have strong beliefs on the entire spectrum, from the right to the left. I can say the same thing about keadilan. I can say, Tian Chua, very mature, very reasonable. I can also say, oh, they've got Zulkifli Nordin as well. That's a name that you didn't want to hear today. I mean, this is a guy who, barged into a bar council meeting on conversion, who refused to apologize when he cast other people from other religious communities. You have that as well. But at the end of the day, you have to look at how the party decides. Just because there's no Azam or Utusan writing all these right-wing stuff in their newspaper, it doesn't mean that that's the default position of the government. You have to look at what the government decides at the end of the day. If the government decides at the end of the day to take the middle path, and I believe that Dr. Najib has taken the middle path, that's the position of Barisan Nasional. That's the position of UMNO, not the manifestations from the fringes. Every party has a fringe. The Republican Party in the United States has the religious right, which wants to kill people who agrees with abortion, for instance. But they maintain the center. It's about the center, it's about what you do, it's about government policies. I can point to parties and say, they have these kind of people, pass. They have people who believe in this, that, the other. But at the end of the day, they say, this is the decision. And I love what Tian Chua said, because that's a great excuse, and I'm going to use that excuse as well. When you asked about squabbling in Pakatan Rakyat, he said, it's natural, we have to get used to it. Utusan and Khairy, it's natural, we have to get used to it. And the best one was, and I'm going to use this on my wife when we fight, because we fight, we stay together, my dear. I mean, the point is, at the end of the day, it's what the government decides. It's not what you read in Utusan. Utusan is not Najib. Najib is not Utusan. Najib is the boss. No Azam is a writer for Utusan. He's not Ketua Pemuda UMNO Malaysia. I'm the Ketua Pemuda UMNO Malaysia. Oh, okay. Sorry. Going back, last bit, a bit about One Malaysia and Malaysia. Now, somebody said just now about DAP calling a pass about UMNO wanting to create a Malay government, all this kind of stuff. But it's the same thing. Kosukun is here. How many times has DAP called MCA and Gerakan eunuchs for not standing up to UMNO? Isn't that racializing things? Isn't that bringing a racial dimension to criticizing the Barisan Nasional government? So to me, my challenge is very simple. I'm going to wrap it up right here. At least for whatever weaknesses, buruk macam mana pun, bodoh macam mana pun Barisan Nasional, we stand together. When we go for elections, he doesn't stand under a Gerakan flag. I don't stand under UMNO flag. We stand under the Barisan Nasional flag. Now, Mr. Because we fight, we will stay together. Next time election, you go and find a common flag, common symbol, you stand under that common flag. Show these people that you are here to stay, Pakatan Rakyat, not a marriage of convenience. You want to give them an alternative. Not this, One Malaysia, Barisan Nasional, 3 Pakatan. PAS, DAP, Keadilan. There must be some consistency. If you can criticize us, we can criticize you as well for not having the courage to say, okay, we are here with one shadow cabinet. This is our Prime Minister. PAS nak jadi Prime Minister. Keadilan nak Anwar jadi Prime Minister. DAP entah siapa nak jadi Prime Minister. The point is that you must offer an alternative. So guys, just to wrap it up, I understand what he said just now. He said, if you want to reform UMNO, make sure we lose. And then we'll come back better. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to have to lose. UMNO has had a bloody nose already. Barisan Nasional has a bloody nose and a black eye. We don't need to lose. We don't need... I didn't mean that, that was a pun. We don't need to lose to understand that we need to change. I'm here to fight for that change. Not because I want to send my guys on a holiday to Disneyland, no. I beat that guy in elections. But because I want to tell you guys that we are here to change. I want you to have an open mind. Don't decide now. Next elections, decide who's changed the most and who will represent you. Thank you very much.